All right, I'm going to check out this Taurus 605 Defender. This is a 357 Magnum 5-shot. So this is kind of a lighter weight model, which is why it's scaled down. You only got the 5-shot cylinder there instead of 6. The 856, very similar. The 856 is 38 special only, but it's pretty much the same gun, at least in my opinion. And this is the 605, which is 357 Magnum capable. This one here is a special version, so it's got the wood grips, as you can see there, and the finish on it. It's actually a it's a Cerakote, and they call this color Tungsten. But I seen this version of it and just absolutely fell in love, and I'm like, that's the one I have to get. So finally got her there, and we're gonna have ballistics gel test coming up in 357 Magnum and 38 special now too, so stay tuned for that. I also got a 44 mag on the way, so we'll start doing that kind of stuff. And we're doing caliber comparisons with the revolver cartridges. Finally, I just need to get my 45 Colt now. I'm working on that, so be patient. I will have my revolver collection up and going by springtime. So like I said, this is a little bit different than all the other models. It's really hard to find. I've seen the 856, the 38 special version, once in stock in this collar and grip combo, but not the 357. Had to search high and low, finally found me one. Single action or double, and I already verified before we started that she was empty. And really liking the sights on this. Of course, you just kind of got that notch in the rear, and it's hard to focus, but there is, come on, give me the focus, there's your front sight. So these are actually night sights as well. It's got like a little tritium green insert in it there that glows in the dark. Thereabouts. I'll try to get a focus on that for you guys. That's 15 yards back there, the bowling pins, but let me try to get a better focus on this for you. And that's not too bad. I mean, it looks a little different. That front orange, it's squared off, but because it's not quite getting the focus, it looks kind of rounded on here. But that's your sights basically. And by the way, guys, you probably don't appreciate. I apologize for the dirty hands. I was down here doing gel tests and digging bullets out of the dirt and stuff, so my hands are dirty. So the double action pull on this guy, not too bad. I'll get a weight on it for you if the thing will go that high. And the single action, I was kind of surprised, disappointed. There's a little bit of play. It's not too heavy, but it's not light. You know, it feels like probably 5 pounds. We'll find out here in a second, but it actually has a little bit of creep, which I was not expecting. So let's see if I can capture that for you here. So I'm applying pressure now, single action. It's hard to catch it. I got to really look for it. Let me see here. Sorry about the up close on the dirty fingers. Like I said, picking gel out of the, or bullets out of the dirt down there from the gel test. Apply pressure. Watch that bottom part of the trigger. There it goes. So it's not much, but it's there. And I just want to shout out my buddy again, Cranky Gun Reviews, for providing this trigger gauge. Get tired of me saying one day I'll get one. So he was super nice and got us one. Definitely go check him out. We appreciate him. So I think this and most of them, they only go to like 12 pounds. So I don't know that it'll get the double action. Yeah, so it's probably about 12 pounds. I mean, it don't feel like it's much heavier than that, but so it's got to be right around there. It was almost ready to break for me. Let's see. So we'll just get the single action for you then, which I kind of felt like that wouldn't work out too well anyways. All right. Yeah, it's not that heavy. It's just the placement. I can tell you right now, it's no more than 6 for sure. I don't think it's that. Let me try again. This is also really difficult trying to do around the camera here without knocking it over and all that. So I'm trying. There we go. That was weird. I seen it 5 something right as it clicked, but it went up to 6 something there. Let me try again. See, it's the way I'm doing it. That time it went way higher. It's just, it's difficult to get this on there right. So the lowest we got was a 6 there. It's really hard to get a read on this one with the design of the trigger and all that. So the lowest we got was 6, but like I said, it clicked when it was still in the 5-pound range. So I'm telling you, I mean, yeah, it doesn't feel like any more than like a 6-pound something, so that might have been accurate, but I really want to say it's like upper 5s, low 6. So I got some Federal and CCI to shoot here today. They're both 158 grain. This one's a jacketed hollow point. This one is a soft point, jacketed soft point. Federal gives you the stats there for the velocity and the foot-pounds of energy. CCI does not, but I'll look it up online, throw it up on the screen for you guys. I'm going to try both of these through there. I think my preference would probably be 125s. I mean, unless I'm out in the woods or something. A little lighter carry weight, probably a little less recoil and higher velocity, more shock when it hits, whatever. But you're obviously going to get more penetration with the 158s, and then obviously if you're, you know, black bear or anything like that, you're going to want 158s. But can I get a focus? There's those hollow points. And I know a lot of times this stuff isn't really designed to expand, but I'll tell you what, you guys stay tuned. I think I'll pop 1 or 2 in the block down there as some bonus footage somewhere towards the end of the video. And since I still got the chrono up from the gel test we were doing there, I'll probably send some over the chrono too, because why not, right? Which, by the way, this is a 3-inch barrel, and then there's the Federals. So I'll go ahead and start with that. It gave me a chance to get broke in here. First shots, you know, get used to the trigger and all that. We'll get some reads real quick. I'll do 3 of each. So we'll do the CCI Blazers first, 3 of those, and then I'll do 3 of the Federal American Eagle 158s there. And I don't want to holler out these numbers since these guys are behind me shooting shotguns and be like, what the heck is he talking about? So I'll just zoom you in down there. We'll get that thing turned on. So again, first 3 will be the Blazer, and the second 3 will be the Federal. Alright, that was a heck of a shockwave to the face. I haven't shot anything more powerful than 9mm for a while from a pistol. Same shot here in slow motion. You can actually see the bullet fly through the air. I don't know if it's because I'm cold or what, but my cheek stings every time I shoot it. In the exact same spot though, it's just from the percussion shockwave, I guess, because I mean, I'm not getting hit with anything. But here goes 3 of the Federal. Yeah, I don't think it picked that one up. I'll send another one over, and man, those Federal, definitely more recoil. Pretty good thump in the hand. It actually hurts my hand a little bit. The Blazers didn't hurt at all, but those Federals, they give a little thump to the palm of the hand there with this little tiny wood grip, which we'll go over that in a moment. But so obviously we came in under advertised velocity there, but usually they rate these out of a 6-inch barrel, and we have a 3-inch barrel. So I don't know the velocity that you're supposed to get from the CCI until I look it up and insert it in the video prior when I said I would. But that's not bad, considering the Federal saying 12s and we're getting 11s out of a 3-inch, so pretty good. So I'm going to walk up there. I'll put a cylinder of the CCI through it and then a cylinder of the Federal. Just wanted you guys to see there, it is ejecting pretty well. The first time I was trying to catch them all and all that, so it made it look like it was difficult when it wasn't. So that's why I wanted to show you on camera there that they come out pretty good. And those were the hotter ones too, so Try to get those 2 bowling pins back here from 15 yards. Gotta get a grip on this thing. I pulled that shot. Load up and try again. See if I can get that little guy. You know what? I forgot to put up my paper target to even see where point of impact is, which it seems like it's a little low, so I'm aiming higher on these. These are the CCI. Two more CCI. There we go. Now here's with those hotter Federals. Try the one next to it. Ah! You can catch me flinching there. It's probably why I'm missing, huh? My hand's getting a little shaky too. Those Federals whop pretty good in this. And you know, again, it's mostly that wooden grip because I love the way it looked. So there's no padding there and it's really small, so that's the other thing. If I can get this set up right, I wanted to discuss is I got, I don't know, medium-sized hands. Like my palm's about right, but I got kind of small little sausage fingers there, and it's enough, but just barely. I think if you got big hands, you're probably not going to like this grip. And also, as I'm finding, not the greatest for those hotter rounds. Because, yeah, the CCIs are just fine, but I'm getting a whomp right here. I could feel it. It's like somebody's punching me in the palm right there. It's manageable, but it doesn't feel great. So I still love the way this thing looks. I probably just, you know, I wasn't using any 38 special today because, you know, I bought a 357 because I wanted a 357. But the ones with a little more power there, definitely getting a thump in the palm there. But that's that non-padded grip, and it's, you know, it's kind of small and a little hard to hold on to, but I'm not having any issues. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go try some one-handed shots. I'm gonna load it up with those Federals and see if I can hang on with one hand there.
Nope.
So yeah, I can hang on to it one-handed even with those hotter Federals, but I mean, just thumping the hand. And I might sound like a sissy, I don't know, but this is my first in a long time 357. I mean, I shot one way back in the day with a 6-inch and it had a rubberized grip, so that thing was like a putty cat compared to this. This definitely got a lot more thump to it, especially with the hot loads.
And I don't want to spoil it, but I have a compact 44 Magnum review coming up, and I used full power loads in that, and it actually had less recoil. So it's not just me. The freaking grips on this thing suck as far as taming recoil is concerned.
Try these softer shooting blazers, same thing. 3 single action one-handed and then 2 double.
Forgot I said double for the last two, so I'm just resetting it here back to double. Just putting a few on paper here, which did confirm my suspicion that it was in fact shooting a little bit low. So it was actually going right where that little green dot was at the bottom of the orange front blade.
Sorry guys, phone's dying. I'm gonna have to wrap this up at home, but real quick, I sent one of each through the block. You just have to stay tuned for upcoming gel test 357 mag. First one, where we at here, was I got them backwards now. Anyway, there's one of each. Yeah, okay. First one, Federal, right here, and then that was our CCI, the hollow point. Federal was the soft point. The Federal, it just went right out the back, kept going. And then there's our CCI. Nice wound cavity. These are some 300 blackout. And there she is, expanded. And deep penetration too. That's about 21 inches. Because these are about 24 overall. 12 inches each. So there you go. There's your little bonus. Sorry, couldn't make it better, but my phone is about to die. So we're actually going to wrap this up at home. So I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't get to finish that video that day. I actually shot the 44 mag before I'm wrapping this part up. You heard me hit on the 44 mag upcoming video just a few minutes ago, because I would have ended up ending this video saying I absolutely love this thing. However, after shooting that 44 mag, I'm going to say I like it, don't love it, because I'm in love with that 44 mag. So like I said earlier in the video, the 44 mag, which is also a compact model, obviously it's a little bit bigger than this because it's a 44 mag, but it is actually softer shooting with full power loads than what this thing is with the lighter loads. So it's just this thing being so small, so light, and having this little tiny grip, which again was my choice. I loved the look of this. This is the one I had my heart set on. I just absolutely love the collar combo with the grips. Paid a premium price for it. They cost a little bit more to get the tungsten Cerakote there and these wood grips. And I'm still fine with that decision, but as far as shooting it goes, if I plan to shoot it a lot, I would definitely want to get some of the better rubber grips it comes with. And if you get the basic model with the rubber grips, you know, the price is a decent amount lower as well. These are pretty reasonably priced, and I paid a little extra for the Cerakote and the wood grip here, but as it's configured here, I would say I like it, but I don't love it. And I still stick with my choice because I just love the way it looks, and I'm not going to shoot it a whole bunch. Now, I would say if I put 38 specials through this, it would definitely be fun to shoot because I would have no problem. You know, the recoil would be tame. It's got plenty of grip for that. When you step it up, I would imagine 38 special plus P and the lighter 357 Magnum loads, it does become a little bit of a handful, but not too bad. But when you step up to those full power loads, there is a lot of muzzle blast. And like I said, what I was noticing was this thing was just jamming in the palm of my hand. Again, solely due to the grip. Manageable for me, but not super comfortable. So 38 special would probably be awesome in this. So I'm probably going to run a lot of 38 special through it, just for planking when I want to shoot it. And then, you know, put a few 357 through it at the end just to feel the real power. But she's a handful with that wood grip on there. So would definitely recommend the rubberized grip. Or if you get it like this, which again, good luck. They're really hard to find in this combo. 38 special is going to be your friend there. And then some of the mild negatives I hit on earlier in the video. Obviously your rear is not adjustable, but good thing mine at least came, you know, perfectly lined up from the factory. It was shooting you know, dead center. It wasn't off to the left or the right any, but we did have the issue where it was shooting a little bit low for me. She's empty, guys. So you see that green dot, which I mentioned earlier in the video. I'm used to doing like a center hold because I was a rifle shooter first. So I would say this is actually a little bit lower than a cover hold, which a cover hold would be put the orange over what you want to hit. It's actually a little bit lower than that, and it's hitting where that green dot is. So you could easily combat that just by going whoop and bringing your little green dot up there in the notch, and now it's going to hit bullseye for you. So that's a little bit of a negative for me, that it shoots a little low if you use the sights regularly like that, but it's super easy to fix it. It's just a mild inconvenience flipping it up to that little green spot there, and that's about where the bullet is impacting. And then my only other mild complaint, I mean, the trigger's not terrible at all, but the double action is a little heavier, and that was another thing that surprised me. Again, stay tuned for that 44 mag video. The 44 mag trigger was better in all respects and lighter. The double action on this, like I said, it went beyond what our trigger gauge could measure. But I'm gonna call it a good 13-pound double action. So it is very smooth, but it's a little heavier than I would like. And then I'm not going to do it again here, but as I showed earlier in the video, with the single action pull, we did get a little bit of creep. Again, nothing horrible, but there was a little bit there, and I would prefer that not to be there. And also in single action, it's not a heavy trigger by any means, but I would personally prefer a little bit lighter, although with this being geared towards a concealed carry piece, it's probably not a bad idea that it's a little heavier. Like I said, it's probably coming in around 6 pounds. I was just having difficulty getting a good read with that trigger gauge, so probably not a bad idea that it's about a 6-pound trigger for a carry piece. But that does it for this one, guys. Like I said, stay tuned. I'll have a 44 mag coming up. Sometime in the future, I'll be doing 357 Magnum and 38 Special gel tests here and there. As I also said, I'm waiting to get my 45 Colt, and then we can start doing revolver caliber comparisons where I pit 38 Special, 357 mag, 45 Colt, 44 Special, and 44 mag all together. You know, shooting fun targets like I've done in the past, like watermelons, cantaloupe, you know, gallon jugs of water, bowling balls, stuff like that, and of course more gel tests in those calibers. But for any of the products you see me use in my videos, links in the description for all of that. But thanks for stopping by and checking this one out today. I really appreciate it, and I hope to catch you on the next one.